Now what we have in front of us being repaired are two circular cones at the top. There was one in the middle, but unfortunately it's gone. It's an unusual monument. It's 15 miles outside Rome, just off the Via Appia Antica, which was started in 312 before the Common Era by Appius Claudius, hence the Via Appia. The monument itself is probably 2,000 years old, maybe just over. Very late Republic, early Empire. Pliny the Elder and Varro talk about it. So what's it all about? It's a very interesting subject. The subject, ladies and gentlemen, is actually quite simple. The subject is a fight 2,675 years ago, approximately. Rome is expanding slowly. It's under the third king, Tullus Hostilius. He's quite warlike. Northeast of Rome is a tribe called the Fadines. Rome decides to go for them. They need land. Grazing. This is crucial. It's an agrarian society. Rome does a deal with where I effectively am today, is the little town of Alba. Alba sides with Rome against the Fadines, but does a runner when the battle starts under their dictator. Rome wins the battle, but seeks revenge. The problem is, Alba's 15 miles from Rome. It's family. So rather than have a wholesale fight, and not only that, that of course would enable the enemies of Rome to gain strength against them, as Rome has lost many of its finest men. So they decide on something different. Alba and Rome each have three brothers, the Horatii and the Curiatti, two families with three young men. They decide to fight it out between them. We think the Romans were the Horatii, but we don't really know. The fight starts. One Roman goes down, and another. There's one left. He's not wounded. The three Curiatti have been hit a little bit. So the Roman runs in a circle. The last Curiatti is exhausted, on his knees. The Roman turns around and does a massive attack. That one man kills the first one. They're down. The next one, down. And the third one, on his knees, is killed. Rome gets lucky. They're triumphant. Alba is now subject to Rome. Its first big expansion. The last Horatii, Publius was his name, enters Rome with a victorious crowd. He stripped them of their armour. He has their clothes. He's showing Rome, I'm the man. A scream rings out. Publius' sister recognises the cloak that he's carrying off one of the dead Curiatti, her lover. She screams for him. Publius loses his temper and kills his sister. Under Roman law, that's death. Publius' father, also known as Publius, steps forward to the crowd. Listen to me. I've lost two sons who died in the name of Rome. I've lost a daughter who cried for the enemy of Rome. My son, in a fit of anger, killed him. You execute my son, I have nobody. So the crowd talked and agreed. Publius could live, but he would be beaten and forced under a yoke. Two upright pieces of wood, one across, a beam. And that sister's beam was probably there, near the Roman Forum, to the end of Rome's history. So behind me, albeit covered in scaffolding, is a reminder of the beginnings of Rome. My name is Anthony Matthews. I'm a licensed Blue Badge Guide and historian from London, England. I hope you find this interesting. Thank you for your time.